Shit. What's money? Stand up. New York, what it look like? Huh? Man, they ain't even been to 424 since they let me.
Alright, so Norbes, we're gonna get into it, man. Norbes
Yeah.
It All, the War Report, new show, new podcast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
I definitely, gotta congratulate you on your latest episode. What was that, episode 7?
Yeah, episode 7, man. Definitely.
Episode 7, you know what I'm saying? Your guest Tay Roc and everything. Definitely fire exclusive. I felt like, I like the podcast. I like the idea. I like what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah.
What made you, I guess, decide to, start the podcast? What made you decide to really, like, what I'm saying, get on there where you start talking to the battlers directly?
To be honest with you, I feel like I was getting a lot of like calls from a lot of people, like various people, a lot of people that are very influential in my life, and a lot of fans were like, "Yo, man, like we kind of tired of these weirdos on the air and shit like that," and they wanted to see real shit. Like a lot of these guys that try to do what I do, basically, they just looking for attention. It's not real creative. It's not professional. And I feel like a lot of people were missing that aspect of it. Now, don't get it twisted. Like I'm not professional 100% of the time, but in terms of putting a show together and making something exciting, that's what I do. So a lot of people hate me, like, yo, you got to get on the air, you got to get back on the air and shit like that. And and I love doing it. I genuinely love doing radio. So it's always been one of my goals and shit like that. But with the podcast. Like, I started off dropping some battle episodes and stuff like that just to get the fans that I've been fucking with for a while. But the Norbes It All podcast is all in the title. It's all about Norbes. It's Norbes It All. Like, I love the NFL. I love boxing. So you're going to see a lot of different type of episodes, different type of interviews. We covering different type of weird shit. So, like, to be honest, like, a lot of people just wanted a piece of what I was doing. So, I just decided to let's give it a chance. Like if you listen to a lot of these radio shows and these fake ass blog talk shows, people sound like they talking underwater. So I felt like I did that at one point. I made it super hot for everybody to do it, and I was like, you know what? I want to take it to a level where somebody in a station might be like, you know what, yo, this nigga's dope. Let me, you feel me? And that's basically what I'm trying to have with it. Like I really do enjoy doing radio. So. It's funny because my wife will see me getting into this shit, and I do my show really literally from my crib. So she'll see me getting into it, and she just start chuckling, and I'm like, "Why are you laughing?" And she's like, "I've never seen you get into something so much. Like you really get into character." So it's fun for me. I love doing it. To be honest, like it's something I've always had a passion for.
I could tell, man. So far, you've had Big T, Geechee Gotti.
Yeah.
You've also had Shotgun Suge,
yep.
Cortez, you know what I'm saying, Av, and Don Marino and Tay Roc. You know what I'm saying? So far, what's your favorite guest so far out of these episodes? I'm sure all the guys are great.
You know what? I always like interviewing Suge, because Suge is he's one of the funniest and realest dudes. But the Geechee Gotti interview, I liked it a lot because he kind of spoke on things that a lot of people won't ask him, like the fact that he sells hair and that he's from the hood. These are things that I've always wanted to know from him. Like he's from Compton. Just shit about him. Like he gives you that feel, that West Coast feel. I always wanted to kind of dig deeper into that, and I feel like in that episode we kind of really got into different things about what he does and what he represents, and I really enjoyed it because it was cool for him to say, and he's from one of the most gangster hoods out there. For him to say a lot of these kids, like, ain't nothing wrong with having a job, you know what I'm saying? So that shit is dope to me, like just him going out there saying that shit, and I think that might be my favorite interview. But I hold you, the Tay Roc interview was dope for me too. Like I really started getting into rhythm in that interview. Like I'm reading the comments, some people like, oh man, you instigating. I'm like, what am I instigating, bro? Like this is what I do. If you know me, if you've been following me for all these years, you know the legendary battles I've created. So why would I look at it a different way? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Why? If you ever listen to anything I've done or anything, like that's just who I am. You know what I mean?
Watching that interview, I'm not gonna lie, had my fan hat on, just like, yo, I'm like, once you mentioned that Tay Roc Mook shit, you already
Yeah.
know. I was like, oh my god, like that shit. I'm already talking about it. Every interview I'm having, I'm like, Tay Roc and Mook, what do you guys think? Because I'm like, yo, that automatically sets fireworks for the culture. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, listen, man. The URL is the culture, and like I said, if Mook want to be respected, if he want to be great, he gonna have to do it where it matters. And he knows to see Rock, he gonna have to come here. And I really don't believe he's capable of beating Rock on the stage. One, but two, I really don't think he's going. I think he's gonna avoid it at all costs at this point. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to dictate it on his terms, where he can kind of control the environment and stuff like that. And bro, you want to be you got to beat the best to be the best. And I feel like Mook has a lot to prove. A lot of people may disagree with me, but and this ain't no shade towards Mook, because I fuck with Mook, to be honest with you. I think Mook is one of the biggest names in battle rap, but I can't justify a lot of the stuff that he takes credit for. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I kind of look at it like, hey man, if that's what you claim to be, if you claim to be king, which he not my king, I ain't never said he was a king. He's not even in my top 10, top 15.
Damn.
I'm just keeping it real. Like, it's not because he can't be in my top 15. It's just because he hasn't done enough to be in it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And I feel like there's a lot. I mean, it's not a diss, bro. It's real shit. A lot of people scared to say that shit. A lot of people scared. Yeah.
Nah, because when you say he hasn't done enough, it's like I know what you mean by actually battling. He hasn't battled enough. You're saying, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, if you're a boxer and you don't fight, have you done enough in boxing? Like, I don't understand. Like, what else is there? Like, you can't be the champ without beating the champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you haven't faced the Hitman Hollers. To me, the king right now is Hollow the Dawn. Like, to be honest with you, so that's the man that's been putting in the work for all them years, and I feel like he's the one that got the crown. Like, so for me to hear all this and you ain't fought nobody to get that, it's crazy to me. Like, and like, it ain't no, it's not, this ain't a smear campaign, but it's just real shit. Like, you ain't played in the finals, brother. How you a champion?
In the past, you said this. This ain't the first time you said.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this. This is definitely.
I've said this to Mook. Like,
yeah, exactly. So, now when you look at, I guess, the impact, because a lot of people will go off of his impact because he's done rapped in front of guys like Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And
what does that mean? Exactly.
Or he's one of the battle rappers who's ascended to where he's being signed, and he's and also the battles he's had in the past.
Listen, a million rappers get signed every day. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
Coming from battle rapping, because that's, I guess,
Serious Jones got signed. Are we putting him on a plateau? He was signed to DTF. Are we putting him as the greatest battle rapper of all time? Whatever, DTP. Yeah. I'm sorry. Jin was signed. I mean, we could go down the list of unsuccessful dudes. I mean, guys that got signed, and this is not a shade in a sense because there's a lot of unsuccessful guys that get signed. So, I mean, what do you mean when you say what he's done for the culture? Being signed doesn't make nothing for the culture.
Okay,
what does that mean?
So, what do you think? Why do you think his impact is so great? Even with him coming to battle Verb, I feel like
when you're the first in a lot of things, like for instance, he was the first superstar in terms of, like, if you follow battle rap back then, a lot of this shit was like the Rap Olympics, the world, whatever, all those shit that we don't really fuck with anymore. And Mook was the first battle dude to break out, like, on a street level. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you can't take that away, but Smack put him in a position to be a star. This is the crazy shit. This is what bugs me the fuck out when he said some shit like, when you think Smack, you think Mook. When you think Mook, you think Smack. No, nigga. That's definitely not. When you think Mook, you think Smack. Smack is a hip-hop icon, bro. Not just battle rap. Like, if you follow Smack from the 2000s, you talking about a dude that rocked with Dipset, helped them get on to the G-Unit, to I mean, you got legendary covers with Kanye West.
Big Me, Fabulous.
Like, bro,
what goes on?
He was these hip-hop websites before the websites, bro. He was Vlad TV and World Star before, you know what I'm saying, before the internet blew up. So, like, when people say shit like that, it irritates me because it's like, yo, come on, bro. Like, You getting on that shit was the biggest thing that ever happened because he put you in a light with Eminem, 50 Cent, Kanye West. He put you in that realm. So everybody that was copping these DVDs worldwide, and I'm talking about worldwide. I know people in London that got Smack DVDs, bro. He put you on that format, bro. Like, what are you talking? Like when they say the battles sold the DVDs, no, nigga, that's not true, bro. People were buying them shits everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the classic moments on Smack DVD, bro.
I had Smack DVDs. It was like watch it. You bought it so you get those exclusive interviews, so you can see what 50 Cent had to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about the battle.
Yeah.
The battles was a small part of it.
Fact.
When
It was
Smack
at the
and
end.
Beasley got together and said, you know what, we should do a battle league. That's when it went to the battle league, bro. Like it's different. Like when Mook take credit for that shit, it kind of does irritate me. But I'm not gonna take away the fact his impact in terms of his popularity that he gained through them DVDs. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like he's become a legend because of this shit. Now, having said that, now that it's actually a sport that we create, we put it into a sport format. You're kind of like Pee Wee Kirkland, my nigga. I didn't see that nigga play, but I heard about him.
Not in the league, not on the URL.
Yeah, I heard of his legend, but I ain't see the nigga bust Kobe ass. You feel me? So that's where he kind of act. Like, it's like, bro, like, I get your shit. You battled Jay Mills when it was a bunch in front of Puffo. I mean, whatever, fuck. I mean, he battled, who he battled? He battled Jay Mills.
He battled Jay Mills, Party Hardy, Loaded Lux at the, you know.
But, like, this is shit that a lot of these kids are doing the proving grounds are doing or have done in larger crowds. So it's like, it's a different ball game, bro. So I can't give you that type of credit. Yes, I'll give you the credit in terms of how you market yourself and how people view you. But in terms of you being the king or you being the elite, no, you ain't done enough, bro. Like, and that's facts. Like, it's almost like you Julio Cesar Chavez, right? He was one of the greatest boxers of all time. And a lot of times people will question how great he was because nobody knew who he was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had 150 fights in Mexico. Nobody cares, my nigga, because you didn't fight the top fighters. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And that's my thing. Like, it's a lot of legend behind Mook. You know what I'm saying? That's why I give T Rex a lot of credit because I think T Rex stepped up and did what he did. He's fought a lot of fights. He's been in battles. As much as you want to talk about Rex or whatever, he's one of the guys that transitioned from that era to this era and was successful. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mook has definitely capitalized financially off of it, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say he's done enough for me to put him in front of Hitman Holla, Howell the Dawn, Old Red, Surf,
Tay Roc.
There's no way. There's no way you can say that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, his legend to me is bigger than his resume. Absolutely.
Okay.
Feel me? But again, if I ain't see it happen, like, I don't care. Yeah, I heard you went to Detroit and battled a bunch of niggas at Fight Club. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? You haven't done it to where you're actually the place where you can become a legend. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's the biggest thing. And until he does that, I'll go out his hand and he did it. But he ain't done it.
Now,
You know
yeah, I was gonna say, like, so, you know, of course, the impact with all that said, we've seen him and Verb, you know what I'm saying, recently battle, and it's definitely been a big talk and everything like that. Before the battle, though, I remember speaking to Mook, you know, the day before the battle and everything like that, and even then, he went on his press conference, he had a whole rant about Smack, you know what I'm saying, and saying that, you know, Smack did Summer Madness to spite him, and you know what I'm saying.
But like, we don't first and foremost, we don't do events and think about Mook. We don't be like, hey, Summer Madness, we gonna shut down Mook. Or my nigga, like, you capitalize off of us. It's a big difference, bro. As successful as we are, people are gonna be more hyped to see you because now there's more people that you can actually battle, and people are gonna throw their fantasy matchup. So to be honest, like, when we put these things together, we're not thinking about Mook. Like, who cares? You feel me? He's not even a guy that battles all the time. Now, if he was part of our event or something like that, it's a different story. I feel like he's a little sour at us in a sense because he's not gonna get the full credit to what he's trying to do because he's not battling where he's at, and we haven't come to some type of agreement. I've spoken to him about numbers and shit like that, and like I said, like it's just not what we trying to do. And I feel like whatever bitterness he has towards Smack, it's never come across from Smack to me, and we've had a lot of conversations. You know what I'm saying? The Mook want to take shots. You know the Smack don't ain't respond. We working like all that's talking about. Oh, like my nigga, like we got a million events that we're worried about. It's more than Mook. Like we respect Mook and everything he's done. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, we respect him because at the end of the day, he's still family. At the end of the day, like regardless of how we feel or what he says, it's love, bro. I see Mook is like, yo, bro, let's go get something to drink, yo, whatever. Like it's nothing. But we ain't thinking about Mook when we doing what we do, and I hope he's not thinking about us because we definitely not thinking about him with it, bro. Like we have millions of fans around the world worried about what we doing, what we're going to do. You notice when people say Summer Madness wasn't that crazy, all of a sudden battle rap is not that exciting. Like we dictate everything that goes because there is no culture without what we do. So whatever issue he has, or if he feels slighted, or he feels like we didn't support, like bro, like we're not out there to support everything that niggas do. Like we feel like people are always trying to do what we do, so we just working. Like, we're not sitting there saying, hey, let's block Mook or let's do that. Whatever you think you know, that's on you, bro. I could send out allegations all day, but at the end of the day, like I don't understand. Like his press conference is about Smack, which is crazy. I mean, I ain't even see it, but that's what I heard about.
Yeah, no. I was there and just looking at it because you know I know they were pitting the two events with each other and things like that, and he adamantly because I was like, yo, you really think Smack did that out of spite?
I see you.
Tell you in a minute.
Did the whole, you went in there on the whole Smack situation and everything like that. You really think they really tried to sabotage the situation for you doing that?
Bro, I said it. What I said in there.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean what I really think? I'm not saying what I think. I'm saying what I know.
Oh, what you know. Okay.
I'm saying what Battle Rapper told me that they paid, that Smack paid them. That's what I told you.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's a fact.
Because it's on the card that I'm on. You know? It's whatever.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's trying to sell tickets, bro. And when you attack us, that's how you do it. Everybody tries to compete with us. Like, everybody tries to do what we do. And if we respond to you, we put you on our level in a sense. And that's all he's trying to do. He's trying to sell the fight, man. You paying a man X amount of money. Whoever put up that money wants some of that shit back, so you better do anything you can to sell the ticket. And if it takes calling out Smack, I guess that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? I'm not counting nobody's pockets, man, but that's really what it is.
Now for a lot of people looking at it like, damn, how was ARP able to book Mook? But you guys having such a good relationship with Mook and things like that, and people wanting to see him against his service.
I don't know what he did. I don't get it.
You know what I'm saying? The fans would expect for you guys to be able to get him way easier.
We handle business the way URL handles business, and however they handle business, they handle. I don't know what they did, what they offered them, if they sent them flowers. I couldn't tell you that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't concern me how they got it done or not. You know what I'm saying? If Mook wants a battle, if he wants a battle in the Super Bowl, battle, he knows where we at. Like, I've had conversations with Mook. We've spoken about different situations. He was very adamant about getting it done. We felt like it wasn't in our best interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he felt like it wasn't in his best interest to do the battles over here. So, at the end of the day, you know, it's whatever. It's cool. We're not mad about it. Hey, man, you want to get your money, where you going to get it at? I ain't tripping.
Seeing the impact he's made after this Verb battle, and even people saying he lost and things like that, is there still an interest for you guys to still want to book Mook or still get him or things like that? Or do you think it could work out in the future? You know what I'm saying?
I'm open to whatever. Like I said, Mook is a brand. Like, he's a big man. Do I feel like, again, like this is my personal opinion, do I feel like he, do or die to book him or nothing like that? No, like, it is what it is. If he wants to solidify his legendary status, or if he wants to be considered the best, hey man, you don't have to do it over here. It is what it is. Like I said, if he wants Tay Roc, he knows what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Rock knows. Rock said in the interview he wanted.
Yeah, I know.
Like, so it is what it is. So to me, it's like, do you want somebody to chase a check, or do you want somebody to chase their legacy? That's the question. He gonna come out here. If he take a loss here, it's gonna be bad. And think about this. Let's just put this into perspective.
Okay.
They say he lost to Verb, but people still want to see him crazy.
Yes.
He beat Solomon and didn't have a good performance on Smack, and people didn't really want to see him.
Yeah.
People announced that Mook Lux rematch. It wasn't that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hollow and Joey sold that. So there's a difference when you battle on Smack. If he comes to Smack, he's smoke Hitman Hollow or Tay Roc, he's gonna be on Howard Stern. Ask Lux, he'll tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a difference, bro. Like he understands this shit, bro. Mook is a competitor, and if he's not, then if you just out there to go get checks, you know what I mean. Stephon Marbury got checks in China. Nobody care about that. Like to me, like so. It is what it is. I'm never gonna knock him. I love Mook to death. He's a good dude, but he know the door's always open.
I know you said you didn't watch the battle and everything.
No, I didn't watch it.
What do you think about the fans, for telling him like he gotta take this L and you know what I'm saying, or him losing and things like that?
I can't really at the end of the fans are gonna be fans. And,
okay.
Being the polarizing figure he is in a sense, like he's built for that shit. Like he understands like he's going to get flack and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he knows what it comes with. You feel me? But to me, like, who cares, bro? Like I said, like when I heard the matchup, it wasn't the matchup I wanted to see. Like I said, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, most people.
I didn't really care for it. I can't say if the battle was good or not. But in the sense of him dealing with it, like he's fine, bro. Like he knows if he gets on Smack tomorrow, he's gonna battle Roc. People are gonna be super excited. Like, oh, wait, for real?
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna really test his pen. Because if he doesn't bring it against Roc, it's not gonna end well for him. His status will be shot. To be honest with you.
Now, on URL, there's a lot of fades that I guess still need to be run. Like you said, Hollow. You know what I'm saying? You saying Surf.
For him to solidify to me, and this is just being honest, his spot as a great in battle rap or he's gonna have to do the gauntlet. He's gonna have to beat Hollow. He's gonna have to beat a Roc. He's gonna have to beat Surf. If he can't do that, he will always be questioned. You know what I'm saying? If he don't come to Smack and do that, he will always get questioned. As big a brand as he is, he will always get questioned. Like, you ain't done it.
Yeah. Well, and I like the way you put it to Roc. You said, if it was one more spot left on the Mount Rushmore, who taking that? And Roc answered it beautifully, like we'd have to fight for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you look at that Roc statement, it shows his humility and how humble he is. Because Roc is one of those dudes, like you said, he been through the gauntlet. He fought everybody.
Yeah, Roc has been from the bottom to where people ain't want to see him to being superstar status, so he understands the pain of losing and the glory of winning. So, he's not gonna give that shit up. Like he knows if Mook come here and Mook beat him, Mook got one that he can hang over his hat and say, "Hey, this is where I belong." So, in his opinion, like he beat him and he beat him clearly. He puts himself in such a status. It's crazy. He's already battled Hollow. So a lot of people got him winning that battle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's battled Hitman Hollow. He's battled a lot of these guys that, if a battle rap would have stopped today, Tay Roc resume is crazy. If you would have put his resume to Mook's resume, it's not even a question like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
And I mean, shit, I'm not gonna lie. If you put up a lot of guys' resume towards Mook's resume,
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because these guys, like you said, goods. Even Loaded Lux has been back fighting and still showed that he,
Do you care about your shit? Do you people ask, like, do you want to get paid? Or does your legacy mean anything? And that's really up to him. That's a question you got to ask himself. He knows that taking a loss on Smack is very detrimental to his career. Even a bad performance like they had against Iron Solomon hurt him really bad. I mean, he might be scared to come back. I don't know. I'm not saying he is. Mm-hmm. But that stage scares a lot of people. I mean, I remember speaking to Iron Solomon after the battle, and this is still to this day. Iron was like, man, like, he's still scared. Like, he's like, bro, like, I read a tweet that he had today with Hitman Holla. Him and Hitman were going back and forth. And Hitman said, you King Pen or whatever. why are you scared of me? And he said, and this is fact, he's like, you know, I'm not, my performance ain't there yet to where I can face you. That's a real dude because, you know, stepping on that Summer Madness stage is a lot of pressure, bro. Like, you can step anywhere, there ain't that much pressure. You step on Smack stage and Smack standing there with his beard and you don't perform, it looks crazy. Especially when your expectation is so high. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Especially like when he battled, when Mook and Solomon battled, this was something that was built for years. So when it happened and it wasn't a good battle, they both took a hit. It took both of them a while to kind of get back. You know what I'm saying? Solomon's still like, that's why when he took, when he started doing the KOTD shit, he was telling me like, yo, I gotta build myself up again to get the smack. And this is facts. You know, that shit is a whole nother monster. And it'll kill you. I mean, Math Hoffa just went through the same shit again in Summer Madness.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you can have bad performances, not on Smack. People gonna remember that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, he understands what's at stake. You know what I'm saying? He understands, you know, it's different, bro. When you did the Total Florida shit, it's different. It's different. This might not be what he wants.
Man, they ain't even been to 424 since they let me up out the door. Since my freedom to be restored, I'm already declaring war. Cause for the past couple years, I've been fiending to get a chance. I've been fiending to see my name on $1 million advances. For the past couple years, I've been watching y'all from the sideline. I'm back at the score table, it's my time. The stakes high, I'm a new jack in the city. By the time my stock arises, I'm taking over the city, like really, And I might just do it with Diddy. I know they wouldn't like that, and I might just do it with 50. Or I might just do it with Jay, or I might just do it with Dre. Either way, I'm trying to get paid, nigga. And when I say I'm taking over, don't think it's a shot. Nah, I'm in love with the city, so believe me, it's not.